don't know me, but I know you. I want to play a game.
Boom.
Boom.
Boom shakalaka.
Wow.
Man.
Great intro. That was quite a
Yeah.
surprise.
Yeah, welcome back, folks. Man, we got a spooky one for you tonight. With me, of course, Brawnz. Brawnz, how are you doing tonight?
I'm doing good. I'm doing good. It's been a challenging but fun week. But yeah, I'm ready for it to over and enjoy the weekend.
Yeah, for sure. I can tell you it's definitely been an interesting one, especially in the crypto space. But when is it not? When is it not? You know? And now before we get started here, folks, don't forget to like, subscribe, and comment below. Every little bit helps with that. We do appreciate it. Now, this is our season finale tonight here, folks, and we're going to be taking a few weeks off. And we're going to be starting our third season strong, super strong in November.
Yeah.
So, but tonight, folks, we're going to be getting into the Bitcoin charts as per the norm, as well as the latest crypto news. And with Halloween right around the corner, we wanted to make things a little bit spooky for everyone. And we're going to be talking about some of the best scary movies out there. So, man, I tell you what, I'm looking forward to that. Come on. But yeah, we actually one of the clips in the intro there was AI art, and
Awesome.
wanted to put that up there because that's kind of what the space is all about, introducing some of the latest technologies out there, and that was a hot one this past year. And it'd be interesting to see what else comes moving forward.
Yeah, I was really surprised when I saw what that Saw character in the intro, but then it switched to the dance, horror dance thing, and that was awesome. I like that. Yeah, AI is video driven AI is coming, and it's gonna be a lot cleaner. It's gonna be seamless, and we won't be able to tell the difference from a real production to an AI production.
So. I agree. We're just kicking things off here, folks. It's going to get real interesting for years to come. We'll have to see what that's all about. But we will be getting here into the Bitcoin chart here in just a moment. We got some news regarding BlackRock and their shares going digital on JP Morgan's Onyx blockchain. And we're going to be talking about the CPI report. That's the Consumer Price Index. That was released this morning. I know that's kind of a hot topic in the space. I know I was up early paying attention, seeing how that would impact overall crypto markets. So we'll be talking about that as well. So why don't we get right into it, Brawnz? What do you say?
Let's get to it. Yes.
Let's get to it. Indeed. Let me know when you see that there. Oh, looks like we've had a little bit of an uptick. Now this is the 5 minutes, so let's get that out of here.
That's what I'm saying, like, whoa.
Because uptick, I don't know. I feel like maybe not so much. Let me know when you see that there. That's not a while. Look a little bit better.
Okay.
Yeah. So 4-hour chart, but this brings us way back to September 27th, and you can see for the most part. Since the 27th, we've had some ups and some downs. But if you take a look overall, we pretty much averaged out. All the gains in September, which shocked everyone. I'm sorry. Yeah, September. Uh, Kind of we're taken back in October. Are we? Is this October or is this? It's going to be different from previous years. We've already started sort of the trends. That's not everything is as you see as it seems. What do you say, Bronze?
Yeah, I was thinking about if are we in October, but I'm seeing the downtrend for the short term. To be honest, I'm seeing it around 24. Even I'm thinking it's going to bottom down to 20K. Now I could be wrong, and if it breaks up to around the 27, I think the resistance is around 26.6 or 27.6. If it breaks above that, then I'm going to be really bullish. But right now, my spidey senses tells me that we might be hitting on a low, a retracement around, yeah, the 22 to 24 range, for the short term. So,
Yeah.
given the with all the political climate, uh, we'll see. But I'm surprised, or I am kind of bullish that despite with all the news, whatever the bearish news, we're still holding steady. So that's a good thing.
And we are. And we are. And I think that, when we talk about the bearish news, I mean, first thing that comes to mind, all the things that are happening in the Middle East right now is can concern a lot of folks because if we get involved in another war, it could send the markets into turmoil. So always want to pay attention to what's going on in the world. I'm not saying glue yourself to the TV, be afraid, be very afraid. Watch the news every hour on the hour, but I think that's not the way to go. We just want to be mindful. You need to be concerned about what's going on and the impacts that it could have on our economies worldwide. Now, my take on this is, yeah, I can still see how there is a downturn potentially coming, some sort of catalyst to send us continuing down. But we did get some news today from the Consumer Product Index, the CPI report, that kind of indicates otherwise. And we'll be talking about that here in just a little bit. But I don't know, 24,000. Honestly, I feel like that's conservative. I feel like if we go down to 24, then I think we should be sitting pretty okay from where we
Okay.
currently are. Um, I don't know. I feel like if we dip below, call it call it 20. If we hit the 24 levels and it maintains, there's a very good chance that we could continue that tumble down further. Now, not financial advice. None of this ever is because what the heck do we know? But I think that it's important to make sure that your portfolio is diversified and that some of that diversification is in either USDC, traditional fiat, or the like. Where if the Bitcoin market, Ethereum market, XRP market tumbles, you're on the sideline ready to dive in and get some of those really, really great buys. So
Definitely.
just something to consider, folks.
Yep. Yeah. I wanted it to be October, but yeah, from what I'm seeing right now, it's we just got to kind of prepare on this little retracement.
Yeah, I agree. I agree. So, but there was a pretty interesting chart that came out. We were talking about October, and let me just pull this up here. Let me close that one out. So this came out by Mr. Crypto, but it's Mr. Crypto, and almost everyone else that's in the space is kind of posting something very similar, and it just shows the historical months. And this is kind of what we were talking about. September, as you can see here, towards the middle, has always historically been red, and then there's the reverse, where historically October has been green. And I think that logic kind of dictates that if September has historically been red, and we were able to get a green month, and then October turned green. One would wonder, though, if it turns red. But when you take a look at history overall, even in our green months for September 2014, 2015, next month was pretty darn bullish, respectively. For those 2 years, month over month, up 15%. The other month was, what is that, 33%? So could turn around. We'll have to see what
It definitely
what
could. Yeah.
happens. Have to see what happens. So I don't know. We'll see, Brawnz.
Yes.
Month's not over. We still got plenty
Yes.
of days left.
Yeah,
So,
we're approaching the halfway point of October. So yeah, like you said, plenty of October left.
plenty of October left. Now, not to say that we're not trying to spread hopium here, folks, or FUD. Do your own research. That's important. Make sure you're getting out there, seeing what you can find. Thank you, Boom, for that, Brawnz. And trying to get to the bottom. Make your own conclusions. But let's get into some of the news here. We got BlackRock. Let me pull this up here. BlackRock indicating they shares go digital on JP Morgan's Onyx blockchain. Now, JP Morgan has been exploring the tokenization of these traditional finance assets way back in 2015. So this is kind of nothing new, but it's the concern that this is more of that next step that gets us one more step closer to merging traditional markets to the crypto space. And now this is a fork on the Ethereum network, and I feel like if you're here in the States, they are not going to touch anything else other than Ethereum. I mean, unless your thoughts are otherwise. What do you think, Brawnz? They're going to start seeing more about this kind of thing on XRP? What does that look like?
I mean, I don't know about XRP, but Ethereum looks like it's here to stay. When you see all these big institution riding on it, I mean, to me, this is bullish. I know you talked about how the financial sector is going to be leveraging the blockchain technology. If you see JP Morgan developing their own blockchain and tokenizing assets, even amidst with Gary Gensler not even giving a clear definition on what is tokenized, what's okay. He can't even really explain a tokenized Pokemon card if that's legitimate. But you see these big institution, not just JP Morgan. I mean, like Citigroup. They're moving forward despite whatever the SEC is saying, and that is really bullish.
Yeah, I couldn't agree with you more. I feel like they know what this looks like. They know what they have. They know what this space is all about, regardless of what regulatory entities are saying or talking about. They're going against the grain. It's something that all the rest of us need to take notice of. So I think that it's important to identify that they are continuing to move forward and getting more kind of involved in the space. And there was a mention here. Let me see if I can find it. Through Onyx, the collateral was transferred almost instantaneously.
Boom.
Right? We in this space have taken this kind of part for granted. Those of us that have been in this space for this long, the fact that you could transfer an asset, even if it's minutes, right, if not instantly, the traditional markets and the way that fiat transfers takes days. So all of that computing power, all of that human power, all the interaction that takes someone to transfer a physical dollar to a physical dollar someplace else. I mean, this is what it's about here, folks. And if they could cut all of their overhead by just being able to transfer funds that quick at a fraction, it's literally a fraction of the price, pennies on the dollar, it makes sense that they are absolutely on board with this. Forget about the fact of the whole government component of it, right? Tracing, I can we can watch the ledger, we can see where money is being transferred. Yeah, these folks got it here too. But it's the fact that they can do it fast and they can do it cheap. Why not build a better, what do they say? Build a better birdhouse? What is that? Right? It's build a, oh sorry, mousetrap. That's what it is, folks. And honestly, that's what we have here, right? We got a better mousetrap.
Ooh,
There
yeah.
it is.
It wasn't too long ago that Jamie Dimon of JP Morgan was talking smack about crypto, about Bitcoin. And look at this now. He's one of his companies leveraging crypto. So I don't know if he said that on purpose or maybe it's an enlightenment that he kind of just realized. But yeah, it's here. It's coming. Unless the SEC, the government just puts a hard stop, uh, these big companies, these big institutions are moving forward.
They're
They
moving
have
forward.
to to in order to stay up with the time. Basically, every other countries are foregoing, and we need to move forward too. So what's holding us back is these the lack of clarity.
Yeah, I think, even in our space, right? Several years back, I don't know if you recall, Bronze, all you kept hearing was, I'm in it for the technology. I'm not in it to make money. I'm not in it for whatever. I'm in it for the technology. And then it became kind of a meme, became kind of a joke
Right.
that everyone's kind of in it for the technology. And no, why would I ever be in it for the money or any of it? But the fact of the matter is, let's not forget about the technology. No one in the space seems to be focused in on that anymore.
Right.
And I think that's the fact that you can have transactions transfer at the current rates, even Ethereum, as slow it is in its current state, because we all know that there are many other blockchains out there that are much faster and much more efficient. Even at Ethereum's current state, it is killing the transfer rates that exist in the traditional market space. So I think everyone is kind of waiting for Ethereum to improve upon that. And with all the regulatory entities and all the government's kind of sanctions and focus on other parts of the world, Ethereum needs to step up. They need to improve that. And it's the moment that they can get those transaction rates increased, which is coming, you'll see more and more adoption at the financial level, financial institution level. So, just my 2 cents here, folks.
I want to piggyback on what you said about when the memes when people were talking making fun of like I'm not here for the technology. I'm here for the money. I mean that's really a degen mentality. And for a quick second, I was thinking about that, but I was always for the technology because if the technology takes off and it gets fully adopted, then definitely whatever your investment it'll the value will go up because of the technology. The technology provides the value. So these the degens, it just basically just like a quick hype turnaround. It just fizzles out real quick. It's an in and out, not the burger, but quick pump and dump. Some people would try to call it a scheme, a pump and dump scheme. But yes, the long term technology, just looking back, with the internet and all the internet companies. I mean, if you invested in Google, I mean, that's no, I mean, they were driving the technology with the search engine, and it grew from there. Uh, there was really no like degen components behind it. There was actually real use case to them, and so that's why, yeah, you really got to look at the technology and look at the big picture, because that's when you'll find the long lasting value in your whatever you invest in.
Yeah. And I don't want to digress because I know we got a lot of content to talk about. We talked about the degen. You brought up degens overall, and I think it's important for the folks that are watching to really start to pay attention to the Bitcoin dominance. And the reason that you want to pay attention to the Bitcoin dominance charts, and I'm going to go ahead and pull this up here, is because you'll find as the Bitcoin dominance starts to increase, and let me know you see that okay.
Yep.
You will actually start to see the oxygen being stripped. That's 5 minutes. Let me get way out. Let's go to day here. You'll see the oxygen in the room start to get stripped from the altcoins. And we talk about degen. A lot of the degens are into all of that, right? The S coins, the coins that really one would argue have any value other than just some kind of popularity. When you take a look at this over the past, let's call it, we're at the year mark. If you recall last year, right around the same time, Bitcoin dominance was low, right? And we've seen a fairly steady decline. Remember, if you recall, we had the dip. I mean, the Bitcoin dominance was bottoming out, and it had to slowly recover to where it's currently at. And the 50% mark is important. It's an important mark to identify because that's when you start to feel it in the altcoin space and the end of the altcoin season. Now, you're going to hear, folks, altcoin season's coming. No, altcoin season was had back here. We're not seeing altcoin season coming. What we're seeing is Bitcoin dominance increasing. And as it continues to increase, the oxygen in the room for all those other altcoins is going to become less and less as more and more focus gets put onto Bitcoin. So, again, I'm not saying that any of this is at all financial advice, but there are plenty of charts that you need to pay attention to. And I feel like Bitcoin dominance, especially right now where we are, is one to pay attention to. So, all right. Well, let's keep moving right along here. We were talking about consumer price index, and the consumer price index just was released today. It's released once a month, and it was released at 7:30. That's 7:30 Central Time. That's Houston time. But 8:30 Eastern Time, New York time. So 1 hour before traditional markets here in the States open up. Now, let me go ahead and pull this up here. This is brought to you by CNBC, no affiliation. They were saying consumer price rose 0.4. Now, it rose actually 0.4 in September because we're always a month behind on these reports, more than expected. Okay. Well, what was expected here, folks? What was expected was 0.3. So I feel like these type of media sources have a particular agenda. All right, talk about that. Let me go ahead and close this agenda right up top here. And what they're saying is, I feel like in a way what they're trying to do is introduce FUD or fear into the market, right? And realistically, we kind of went sideways as far as the CPI is kind of was expected. Did we go a little bit higher? Did the markets react negatively? Well, sort of. Markets overall were down 0.5% in traditional markets, 0.5, 0.6 respectively, Standard & Poor's, NASDAQ, Dow. But that's not a huge tumble, right? And we still have the rest of the year to identify whether or not and how this impacts inflation. Understand that this is one of those other things that you really want to pay attention to because CPI impacts the overall crypto space because whatever impacts traditional markets then impacts us. So if you notice that right around when this report came, and pay attention if you're going to do this as a test next time, when this report is released, at that very moment or just prior, you're going to see a significant amount of trades in the crypto space overall. So you could try to hedge that as best you can and leverage these reports as you do your own research, one way or the other. Brawnz, any thoughts on this?
So you're saying the numbers should be like closer to what, 0, or is it should be like,
Well, they should be closer to the expected number, and the expected number going into today. So yesterday they were expecting it to rise 0.3%. So the overall numbers for the market bake in based off of that expectation. Now, if it goes up, then the markets react negatively and they go into the red. But not a big red day, right? Now, if it was 0.2%, meaning it was positive, then the market should react positively. But 0.2 off by 0.1% off of expectations would have just seen a slight tick into the green. So the expectation was 0.3. We want to be closer to expectations because those numbers already kind of baked into the market. So you're either betting that it's going to be better than expected. And if it's not, you're kind of hoping that if it's not a total wash, which like today, it wasn't. It was just off by 0.1%, which is why when you take a look at the markets overall, kind of went sideways. Same with the crypto space. The crypto space kind of just went sideways.
Okay.
Yeah.
And it comes out every month. CPI
Once a month. They typically align this with unemployment rates, which were slightly better than expected. But you know what? It's funny. They're not talking about that. So everyone has an agenda, even CNBC.
Yeah, they have their narratives. Yes.
Narratives. Love it. Love it. All right. Brawnz, what do you say? You want to get into this? You want to get into
Oh, man. I kind of don't.
Oh,
scary,
spooky, scary. We actually we spent a lot more time than we did in the charts and everything like that.
Yeah,
we're gonna have to get through this quick. Wow. I'll tell you what, I'm gonna go ahead. I got 3 on my list. I'm gonna whittle it down. I'm gonna whittle it down just for the sake of time. We're getting into best scary spooky movies as per Brawnz and myself. Man. We're not talking about BRB movie. I don't know if you've seen it. Was it good? Was it scary?
I mean, depends who you're asking, right? I mean,
there's a song called BRB, right?
Yeah.
How's it go?
Oh man. I'm a Barbie girl.
Oh! Man, if that didn't scare the heck out of you, I'm surprised I got him to sing on the air. But all right, cool.
Oh man.
Yeah, thank you for that, bro. Yeah. All right, let's talk about this. I think I'm going to go ahead and whittle it down. Man, I hate to get rid of this first. No, all right. I am going to get rid of my top 3. I'm going to whittle it down to top 2.
Okay.
I'm going to remove
that too.
This one. You don't know which one it was. All right, so I'm down to 2 now. And let me pull this up. My first one is, let me know when you see this. It's spooky, scary, but also kind of funny. I don't know. I guess it's a matter of opinion. Can you see that? Black screen. Oh, yeah. Evil Dead 2.
Evil Dead 2.
Yeah.
When did this come out?
This came back way back. Evil Dead 2, 1987. Now, Evil Dead 2, what's interesting about Evil Dead 2 was, well, there was an Evil Dead 1, the first. This is just a remake of the first. And what I like about this one is the first one they tried to make so gosh darn serious. They took a little type of spin on this one. Introduced Bruce Campbell. If you know who that guy is, you'll see him here in just a second. Man, it was just so much better than the first one. And let's just get right into the trailer here. This is a 4K restoration, folks, because it was old.
I'm all right.
I don't think so.
And there he is. Is that blood real? It almost looks like it's been painted on.
What's his name again?
Bruce Campbell. Oh my
Yeah,
Lord.
Bruce Campbell. Yeah, I'm sorry. Oh yeah, he's an icon.
He is absolutely an icon. Love him in this one. Loved him in Army of Darkness, which is actually the third in the series. Shop S Smart. But yeah, look, I don't know. It looks a little too perfect in that one. Just the blood kind of dripped down. Looks like someone.
The makeup. Shout out to the makeup artist
Yeah.
for making it all perfect.
Yeah, low budget.
There's something out there. Lives out in those woods. In the dark. Something that's come back from the dead.
I wonder if it's evil. Dead.
Oh wow.
Hello, lover.
Oh yes. Yeah, a lot of big
Ooh.
names in this, and I feel like a lot of big names, even some, well, even the big names in B started here. But this one was real interesting because it kind of took a little bit of spin on the whole gore aspect. It was a little bit kind of funny,
Right.
right?
Yeah.
But I don't know. Try watching in the dark. Let me know how you feel about it.
Son of a...
I'll swallow your soul. I'll swallow your soul.
Swallow this.
Boom. Swallow this.
Oh.
Yeah, swallow your soul.
Nice.
Yeah, I mean, listen, I feel like if you haven't had the opportunity to check it out, check it out. Definitely one of my top for scary.
Yeah.
It's hard to pick because Brawnz and I were talking about this, and back in the day, I was all about horror. Loved it as a teenager into my 20s. And I don't know, it felt to me like it got too, gosh darn realistic. It got way too realistic, man. And it's like, I don't know. I kind of like the whole slasher thing, Jason, Freddy, and yeah, I don't know. Well, how do you feel about the slashers?
Yeah, it's I guess there's different types of subgenres in the horror category because yeah, like I like this one because yeah, like you said, it's kind of funny. So I mean, if there's some funny parts, then it's not as scary. And then at least he's fighting back. Some of these other ones, some of these people don't even have a chance,
Oh yeah.
and it's all sad.
Now let's talk about those that don't have a chance. Now, let me bring
Yeah.
up this one here. This one is actually a John Carpenter flick. So those of you that are into horror, I mean, John Carpenter rates very high up there, and so much so he's kind of synonymous with horror overall. Now this one's an oldie but goodie, and it's got Kurt Russell starting out. Now I feel like Kurt Russell actually made the shift into more serious movies because when he started out in his early career, he actually was a Disney movie guy. He was doing a lot of Disney movies. It was, he was lighthearted and he was the all-American boy. And then he did Escape from New York. And
I love that movie.
oh man, it was a good movie. Not horror, but a great movie. Love the sci-fi dystopian kind of genre.
Yes.
Yes. This movie came out in 1982, slightly after his transition, and he continued that legacy of kind of who he is today. This one is The Thing, 1982. Let me know that you see that there.
Classic,
Oh man.
Yes.
Talk about scary. I swear I was young. When I first saw this, I was maybe 10. I didn't sleep in my own bed for like a week solid.
Nice.
Oh yeah, one of
I
those.
mean,
And then the thing
that's
is,
how good.
sometimes when you go back and you watch some of this stuff, you're like, why was I afraid of that? So I went back and I watched it as, through kind of older eyes, and it's scary. I'm sorry. This is a good one, folks. The Thing. Here we go.
Yeah.
Rated R. Surprise.
This is U.S. Station 31. You read me? We found something in the ice. We need some help down here. Can anybody hear me? We found something. We found something. We found something.
Yeah, they found something, all right. Yeah. Takes place in Antarctica. Research team.
12 men have just discovered something.
Oh.
For 100,000 years, it was buried in the snow and ice. Now it has found a place to live. Inside. Where no one can see it, or hear it, or feel it.
I know I'm human. Some of you are still human.
Oh,
This thing doesn't want to show itself. It wants to hide inside an imitation. It'll fight if it has to, but it's vulnerable out in the open. If it takes us over, then it has no more enemies. Nobody left to kill it.
Looks so good.
And then it's won.
You guys gonna listen to Gary? He can beat one of those things!
Oh, yes.
Man.
Good old Kurt Russell wearing that beard. Man, that beard looks good.
Oh man, it's awesome.
Oh, creepy, man. Gotta check it out. They had a remake, and
It's not as good, huh?
no, it actually was pretty darn good. But you gotta watch this one first.
Okay.
You gotta watch this one first, then watch the so actually, and I apologize, I said remake. It was a sequel, or yeah, it was a sequel to it. So they were both awesome. Got to check it out. So those are my top two, Brawnz. Let's go ahead and go into your list. Maybe you break it down.
Okay.
And can you go to two?
Yeah,
and then,
I can do two.
And then
Yeah.
maybe a bonus.
A bonus. Oh man. Yeah, but real quick, yeah, the thing. I never watched it, and it was this year that I actually was trying to watch it because I heard the 4K version, the Blu-ray version is really, really super good. And I don't know, like I keep getting interrupted. It's not like I was scared and I don't want to finish it. I want to finish it because it was really getting interesting. But for whatever reason, I watched it 4 times and kept getting interrupted, and then it just kind of like fell off. But yeah, this kind of just got me hyped up again to go ahead and try to finish it.
You should.
So,
yeah, for sure.
Yeah. So here's mine. This one is The Ring, and it's a scene.
The Ring.
I didn't see these. I didn't watch these scenes before. I just couldn't like. I was too scared to watch the whole scene. I just basically just downloaded it for the show, and yeah, here we go. Have you seen the movie Ring?
Yeah, I've seen The Ring,
Okay.
and but I wanted to go into it. This is a remake.
Oh, The Ring. Okay.
This is a remake. Hollywood, right? Hollywood remake. But
should we preface this?
What? No. Roll with it.
Okay.
Roll with it.
Let's roll.
Yeah. If you haven't seen it, wait. Pause it for a second. We probably should have said this earlier, folks. You got kids in the room. You may want to just ask them to leave. Just saying, may freak them out, and they may not be able to sleep in their beds for a week, and they're sleeping in yours. So do yourself a favor.
Yeah.
Noah. Come on, pick up.
Yeah, I couldn't sleep after watching this.
Sorry, I want the folks to get a bird's eye view. I zoom that in
Oh
just a
man.
bit.
I'm not even trying to look at the screen. Yeah, people got to watch this. It's really good.
Oh, there's no doubt about it. I feel like
it's like, oh, okay, she's in the TV. Oh, you know, it's fine. Like,
yeah, okay, but I don't know. It's still creepy, right?
yeah. And then you got these suspense, not even a scary
right
part of.
So she's trying to get back to
it.
him. She's trying to get back to
Yeah.
him because she doesn't want him to watch this.
Right.
Because everyone that watches this dies.
that was the part I was like, oh shoot, like, oh, she's out of the TV. And yeah, so I gave me perspective, like, what if something scary came out of the TV literally like that? It's like, okay, how are you gonna stop this?
Turn off the TV.
Yeah, turn off the TV.
What if there's a
I think he
power
unplugged
outage?
it. Oh man.
Oh man,
Yeah.
that's good.
See, I don't. So he's pretty much done.
Toast.
Yeah. Toast.
Toast.
Sayonara.
Sayonara. It's funny you say sayonara, right? Because Ring started out in Japan. It was Ringu, which was the original,
Ringu.
right? And
Yeah.
not brought to you by Hollywood, but obviously Hollywood saw something in Ringu. Check it out if you haven't. Make sure you get it with subtitles. Otherwise, I hope you speak Japanese. But
Yeah.
kind of very similar
So, yeah.
precedent. Kind of it's just spooky, right? And I feel like that's
Right.
when you started to see a shift when this came out. This came out when Brawnz
2000, early 2000.
early 2000s. We started to see a shift
2004.
from man. I tell you what, it's like I feel like
From real stuff, you're saying?
well,
Like
no,
from,
just from slashers
from
because I feel like at that
yeah.
point in the late 90s, we were seeing like Jason 12 and like
Yeah.
really, I think majority of us who weren't born yesterday saw no value in those films anymore. It had to get a little bit more sophisticated, had to have that edge, that suspense, the thriller, but also incorporate some of the horror that we all knew growing up. And this did an awesome job. Loved it. That's an excellent choice.
Right. Thank you. Now this one is The Conjuring. John, have you seen this?
You know, I have, and
okay.
I like the premise overall. I think that well, you know what? Why don't you pull it up here?
Let's go pull it up.
Let's pull it up. Now what now is this a trailer? What is this?
It's a scene.
And maybe you should premise because I feel like the scene in the previous, like, why was she rushing to him? Why was the phone ringing? Is there anything that we want to preface on this one?
I forgot this scene. I just typed in Conjuring scene.
Do your own research
because there's so many.
Come on now.
There's so many scary scenes, but basically the story is about a haunted house.
Okay. All right.
And
all right. Well,
it's
let's
by-
pull it up.
yeah.
Let's pull it up.
So-
Let's pull it up.
Haunted house. I don't even want to watch it, dude. It's nighttime. I wish we videotaped this or recorded this on the
Well, it's
daytime.
beautiful here. I mean,
Okay. That's her sister. She's like sleepwalking.
sleepwalking outside,
Yeah. out of her
outside,
bed.
floating outside her window.
No.
Oh no, she's inside. Never mind, folks.
Yeah, she's inside. That's the closet.
Oh, that's not a window.
Where she's banging on. Yeah. I want to look, dude.
Oh man, man, you like those psychological pulls, don't you? I know how to mess with you moving forward. Thank you.
Oh man, yeah.
We're gonna call you at 3 a.m.
Oh,
You're gonna be
oh,
fucked up.
please no.
Oh,
Yeah,
all right.
I want. I want answer.
Oh,
Yeah, this production company, they're on point.
here we go. Here we go.
Here we go. Yeah.
Don't do it. Don't open it. Go back to bed.
Yeah, I don't know.
Go
Yeah,
under your
why?
covers. Why is the light even on?
Yeah.
Oh, they're gonna swallow their souls.
Yeah. I'm not even looking, John.
Is
I'm
it the
not even...
entrance? Oh no! Oh no!
Yeah.
Where'd that guy
you
come
know,
from?
I think that's the dad. Yeah. That house is all messed up.
Pause it there for a second.
Who's in here?
Or don't pause it. That's okay.
Yeah. No.
Somebody, goddammit, tell me what's going on here!
Well,
Okay, yeah, so.
yeah. Well, you know, I think I don't know. Now, what was scary about that scene?
It was that scary, huh?
What? No. Wait, what?
Uh,
Wow.
I
I'm looking at
didn't watch the
here,
whole.
brother.
Yeah, well.
What? Okay, was
don't
she conjured from the other side?
It was, yeah, there was like an evil spirit in the house. What do you call it? Now they're saying in real life, because it's based on a true story. That's kind of makes it kind of scary compared to The Thing and Evil Dead. So they actually had to dumb it down because in the scene there was some birds around the house that just died. Just you'd see birds on the ground. But they said in real life that there were actually dead bats lying around the house. So I thought, like, wow, why did they say birds instead of bats? Because that's, I don't know, that's kind of more even creepier.
Yeah. So this took place back in 1968, and you know, this goes back to. There's a lot of ties. There's several other horror movies that actually tie with this. Annabelle is one, which is kind of a creepy possessed doll, not like Chucky, a little bit different.
Right.
But you know, it's
same producers too that did Annabelle.
Yeah.
Annabelle kind of had a cameo in this movie because it was the people that, I guess, the ghost hunters went to inspect this house. They also did Amityville.
Well, now
is that in New Jersey?
No.
Is it? Okay.
Now that was Long Island and Long Island, New York, and that house still stands. It's actually, I mean, people. I don't think the people actually live in it. I think the business owns it, but you know,
Airbnb.
Yeah, it's in it. Yeah. I feel like, honestly, a place like that's kind of place you want to sleep in, right?
Oh, jeez.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, this one actually, what's surprising about this one is this one had a budget of $20 million and it raked in $320 million.
Conjuring did?
Yeah.
Yeah.
So it didn't really have a high budget when you take a look at things overall. And I feel like when you take a look at like makeup and all that, I feel like you can really make a good horror movie on a low budget. I'm not talking about what's that one? Blair Witch Project, man.
Yeah, I was gonna say that.
That's like the ultimate win. I don't know how they produced something that drew in as much as they did. I watched halfway through that, and I'm like, oh, this is just not good.
Not good.
Yeah.
Well, only two parts scenes kind of like freaked me out. You know, the ending and
the ending, sure. But you know, it's like, but the only reason why it was good because people actually thought it was real. They thought it was real.
Right.
Remember, there was like
Mhm.
the news and like people were like, I can't believe I just saw that. It was like a documentary. And oh man.
Oh yeah, the buzz was flying high for that.
Yeah.
So they made out with a bandit, like a bandit.
Yeah.
With that.
Anyways, let's get on to our bonus content. This is something that's coming out this year here, folks. The Exorcist Believer. Have you heard about this one, bro? Of course you've heard about this one.
Yeah.
Tell me about the first time you saw this one.
Yeah, I was watching actually a boxing match late at night, but then it was on commercial. They're really kind of pushing this movie pretty hard. I guess it's the movie of the month, and yeah, I didn't really want to look at it. I just heard it, and I just turned away during the commercial.
Yeah, one of the guys at work was doing the same thing. He was talking. He was watching a food show on YouTube. And this guy is not into horror or anything like that, right? So he was watching it in bed with his wife. It's late, right? They're just getting sleepy. They're watching food cook shows. They don't pay for YouTube, so they still get the ads. And then this thing comes up. Wow. And he jumped up. He couldn't find the remote, probably kicked it off his bed. And he's trying to change it so frantically.
Oh, they were watching YouTube on TV.
YouTube?
It wasn't on his laptop.
You know what? Wait, seriously, bro?
Well, I watch YouTube on TV, but I mean,
who doesn't? I mean, I feel like that's all we watch. We don't actually watch TV in our house. We watch YouTube.
Right.
You know, the kids are like, what do you want to watch? They're like, YouTube. I got a 4 and 6 year old, right? What do you want to watch?
Yeah.
YouTube. Okay.
There you go.
What do I watch when I go to bed? YouTube. But now we pay for it, so we don't get ads.
Me neither.
But I will say that this popped up on my TikTok because I don't pay for paid TikTok. I still get the ads. TikTok, if you want to promote us and get us TikTok for free, just look us up. But yeah, it popped up on my TikTok. I'm like, holy crap, what am I watching? Because it looks so demonic.
Yeah. Oh, yeah, dude. I don't even know. We should even show it.
We should show it. Let's do it. Let's do it. These folks are here. They made it this far. If you're watching it, let's pull this up here. It's my last tab. I had like 16 tabs when we started this. Open.
Oh, shoot.
All right, here we go.
Universal was pushing a lot of ad money. Doing that.
We've met before.
Are you looking for Reagan?
Are you looking for Reagan?
Did you say Reagan? Like Ronald Reagan?
Yeah.
I feel like she's old enough to be looking for Ronald Reagan. Let's see.
Yes.
Yeah. I'm sitting in bed watching a TV show on how to cook fried chicken. And then an intro comes up with that. Yeah, I'd be scrambling for my remote too. So,
oh man. Yeah, I hope this trailer doesn't show the church scene. We'll see.
What do you think evil is?
Oh, there it is.
Oh.
I'll tell you what I think it is. We're born in this world with hope and dreams and a desire to be happy.
Oh, man.
Something's going on with my daughter.
No! No!
It's happening to my daughter, too.
The devil has one wish.
Wherever those girls went, they brought something back with them.
To make us lose faith.
But I believe you can help get our daughters back.
To kill it in us. And the devil never gives up.
And the devil.
So it's two of them.
Never gives
two
up.
of them, man.
Well, that's how they.
Not one, but two.
Yeah. Let's go ahead and bring it to the next level. Now, my concern about all of this is that's kind of how Jason, Freddy, Michael Myers, right?
Mm-hmm.
They all kind of started off with trying to one up. What happens 10 years from now? Are there 3? Is it a family?
Yeah.
Is it the family exorcist?
I won't think in The Simpsons or Family Guy. But the original Exorcist was around what, 1970 something?
Oh, it was definitely way back. Let me look that up here. Actually, let me hit play on this and get back to you on the next pause break.
She knows who I am. Where's the other girl?
Oh yeah. They're not even scared.
What are you doing?
October 6th is already out.
Dangerous. People have died on both sides of possession.
Come home, baby. Come back to us, okay?
If you don't make it, I don't make it.
Mama.
What is it, baby?
I can't get you.
Baby, I'm right here.
I don't want to go to hell.
Oh
God, play that trick on you.
Yeah, see. Oh wait, you're on mute.
I said, "Oh wait, I'm on mute."
Don't leave me, John.
I don't want to go to hell.
Oh, yeah, that part was scary. It almost, because I have a daughter too, so it almost kind of like, oh man, that kind of gave me
goosebumps.
Perspective. I don't want to say it hit home.
Yeah, well,
it better be far away from home.
Yeah, let's hope it doesn't. Let's see here. Let's wrap this up here, brother.
There are 2 heartbeats. Is it working? They're beating in sync.
Be strong. What did you do?
One girl lives, one girl dies.
You get to choose. Oh,
the theme song.
The theme song.
Yeah, theme song is back. Yeah.
Was that the Exorcist song?
Oh, come on now. Of course it was.
I thought that was.
You're old enough to remember, aren't you?
Yeah, well, I thought it was the Halloween piano.
Were you old enough to remember? 1973. 1973.
Okay, that was before. That was before my time. But I remember that my family watching it.
Yeah,
I went in the living room and then I turned around back to my room.
Back to your room.
Like, man, you guys are crazy.
Crazy. Yeah. You know, they used so back in the original Exorcist film flick, 1973, there was the power of Christ compels you, right? They're trying to get the demon out, cross in hand.
Right.
And then the demon pukes. And it's like a lot of puke.
Right.
And you know, just a little background. They actually used pea soup for that.
Oh yes, I heard about that. Yeah.
So, but
I don't know if you caught that one scene where the girl was walking in the church, I guess the aisle, altar. Yeah, that's the part. I guess I saw another preview of that where she was like mocking the prayer, and that was mad creepy. And I was just like, oh man, they are really pushing it.
Yeah.
But yeah. So what'd you think?
I don't know.
Was it scary? Was it, you don't know?
Been there, done that.
Like,
I feel like, you know what it is? I'm too damn old. I've seen most of it. I'm not shocked by much anymore. Now, I'm not saying that there aren't things out there. Maybe I watch it and I'm like, ooh, that's a shocking scene. But, you know, you take a look at like even like the remake of It, which I really wanted to put up there. The opening scene to It, the remake, it's pretty gnarly. It's not something that I'm used to seeing. So the shock factor is still out there. All you have to do is watch do yourself a favor. Watch the first 3 minutes. And if you're not shocked by it, let me know. Put it in the comments below. Listen, this isn't horror movie advice. watch the first 4 minutes of it. If you ain't freaked out, well, then I don't know. Maybe you don't have a soul.
Oh,
I don't know, folks. What do you say? Is it scary out there? Is it scary in the crypto space? I feel like sometimes it may feel that way, but I feel like we all get through it. Just remember, it's the long game. We got to hodl. It's always darkest before the dawn, and it will get better. Right? So keep that into perspective. Enjoy your Halloween. We wish you the very best. Brawnz, anything else you want to say to these fine folks?
No, it's been a great season 2. Watch out for season 3 for bigger and better things.
Boom. It's coming. We'll bring it to you live every week. Brawnz, have a great night, folks.
You too.
We appreciate you always tuning in. We'll be right back. Peace.